The day started pretty much as normal, with a brief before dawn to go down to Fitzroy to unload the Galahad and to Tristram. We were flying low level, 30 feet, 90 knots with an undersung load, and all of a sudden fighter jets went past us. I heard the noise and got into a hide, and we immediately saw the smoke coming up from the ship. On arrival into the bay, it was very clear that Galahad had been attacked. She was on fire. So Tristram, there was no sign of any fire at that stage. We could also see survivors had managed to get into the life rafts and were being looked after by a couple of aircraft that had just arrived about the same time. So we decided that as we could see able-bodied and seriously injured people on the front of the ship, on the forecastle, we decided to move immediately there and start to lift them off as best we could. At this stage, the fire had started to engulf really the ship quite significantly. There were large explosions. My crewman, Roy Eggleston, looking out the back door, was in essence looking into an inferno. And at times, explosions blasted ammunition up into the sky and landed around us in the water. But we managed, with the aircraft coming in one after the other, to lift all the survivors off, get them to the nearest point of land, and then later on, they were moved on to the hospital position and then onto the hospital ship later in the day. June the 8th, 1982 was a tough day, and a tough day for many people that were involved, but it was part of a much wider campaign where so many things happened and so many events occurred that never got the recognition. And whilst we were delighted to have played a minor part in the saving of life, we really had to put that into perspective as we went into the battle that was to come, on the amount of people that lost their lives in the fighting that was involved. So we all look back on that as an achievement and something to look back positively in what was a tough time for everybody involved.